it's just exciting, guys. I'm finally like really pumped to have something. I was on Reddit.
Did you see the interview I sent over to you of Mendoza doing the Sunday conversation?
It was great, man. It was.
I love it because I thought when I watched his post game press conferences and his interviews after the game, he's just seemed like one of those, Bible Belt kind of good boy kids, And after watching that Sunday conversation, I was like, oh, he's got another side of him that I like. That like he's still the endearing quarterback that you just want to root for, but just knowing that like, yeah, he can cuss too. Yeah, he can say things to motivate his teammates if he needs to. But I love when they asked him to do an impersonation of his coach of Kurt. And he said, I'll give you the best impersonation. The fuck you doing, Mendoza? That's so good.
That's all I got. No, man, it's just so exciting. I was on Reddit and, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, there were so many Raider fans that are just, sad, upset because you're a terrible team and we don't know who's going to coach and blah, blah, blah. Oh God, the sky is falling. And then to wake up to this, and now everybody is like, I can't wait. I can't wait until the season starts and watch football, because it's that vibe. It's that vibe that you finally have a legit head coach. And like Clint Kubiak, man, look at the reason why there's so much excitement is not only his father is a really well-known and respected coach, but Clint Kubiak, he worked for McVay. He's worked for Kyle Shanahan. He's worked for Mike Shanahan. He's worked for his dad. He was with the Jets. He was, until the Saints, got injured, that offense was doing really well with Derek Carr. And he got a bunch of injuries. And, you lose star players, you lose starting quarterbacks. A lot of times teams fall off. And then you see what he's doing with Seattle. But, Kyle Shanahan, man, he's not a guy that's going to throw a bone, make you a passing game coordinator because he's friends with you. We know how meticulous he is. We know how meticulous Sean McVay is, and he's been exposed to all of those guys. He's very well respected in the league. So I think for a Raider fan that this guy's coming over, like you finally have someone that feels legit, that has some juice. And, with somebody like Josh McDaniels that happened a few years ago, like he's a brilliant offensive coordinator, but we knew he wasn't going to be a good head coach. And then also there's all the other stuff, like the quirky personality that you knew that people just didn't like him, So I think with Clint Kubiak, you're getting all of the pedigree, let's say, and the experience. It does not feel like nepotism that like Clint Kubiak, even though he worked for his father and so on and so forth, that he earned his stripes. And, you see what he's doing with Sam Darnold. He's a Super Bowl quarterback now. Who would have thought that last year, the year before, or a couple years ago, right? So it's just exciting, man. It's just really fun to finally feel like we're on the right course. So that's my Raider.
That Raider team's got good bones, man. On the offensive side. So defensively, I think there's some pieces that need to be filled up. But I mean, Mendoza, Genty, Bowers, you get yourself like your number one wide receiver that's not Bowers. It's got good bones, man. So there's definitely a positive up and up, I think, for the Raider Nation.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. So around the league, you had the Cardinals hiring Mike LaFleur, brother of Matt LaFleur, in Green Bay. Mike has been the offensive coordinator for the LA Rams for the last 3 years. Before that, he was with the Niners, offensive quality control coordinator. So he's been around some good offenses for a while. So that's probably a good hire for the Cardinals. What else? You had Todd Monken going to Cleveland. That's a move that's bound to fail.
I'm generally surprised he did not go to the Giants with John
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's that's kind of shocking to me too. I thought for sure, but Cleveland decided to give him his first head coaching opportunity, and he's he's over 55, I believe, and oddly enough, most of the time when somebody gets their first head coaching opportunity after the age of 55, it doesn't work out. I mean, you can look at like Vic Fangio or whatever, is the most recent.
Who's not retiring, by the way. He's coming back next season.
Yeah. He's hell of a coordinator. Maybe doesn't quite have the juice for head coaching type, role or whatever, but for whatever reasons, a lot of times those guys don't quite work out. I think we're heading for that kind of a similar thing with Cleveland again. And, there's a reason why Cleveland keeps being Cleveland. And I think that cycle is going to continue.
Speaking of Cleveland, in your guys' opinion, what do you think is more of the head scratcher? The fact that Shedeur Sanders became a Pro Bowler, or that Joe Flacco got his first Pro Bowl nod this year?
I mean, it just continues to show why the Pro Bowl is probably the worst out of all the All-Star game type things. There's no way in hell that Shedeur Sanders is an All-Pro, Bowl, whatever.
It's a joke.
I don't watch it. I mean, I don't watch any of it. But I don't watch MLB All-Star Game. I don't watch the NBA All-Star Game. Like, I don't watch any of them because they all suck.
Yeah. The closest I'll come to watching any of them is I'll occasionally watch the Home Run Derby in the past when I wasn't, pissed off at baseball. And I'll watch the skills competitions for basketball, the 3-point shot and the slam dunk. If it was
the skills competition for the NFL is all right. They go out there and throw the ball, but it's like, other than like that, it's really not all that great. I'm over it. They're just like for baseball, like play the game. Football, like play the game. Like, like I remember back in the day when they actually played a Pro Bowl and players cared. That to me was more fun because you actually got to see some tackling. And then I get it. A lot of the money, you get hurt during a Pro Bowl and you're not available for the regular season coming. But now you sandwich the Pro Bowl in between the Super Bowl and the championship round. Obviously, anybody who's playing in the Super Bowl is not going to play. And then probably everybody who played in the playoffs doesn't want to play because they're like, my body hurts. I don't want to play. My season's over. So it's just.
Yes, and that's how you end up with like the 17th
as a Pro Bowler.
That's how you end up like on the 17th quarterback down the list suddenly making the Pro Bowl.
Right?
It's ridiculous, and I just, like you said, I do not give a damn. I can't give a rip about the NFL's Pro Bowl. I don't. I'm out. I haven't cared about it probably ever. But like it, gun to my head, the last time I even watched it, I was probably, I don't know, 20, or something like that. Like I think I might have been, it might have been 2006, the last time I actively watched it. Like, I don't even know the last time I watched the Pro Bowl, actively. If it was on at a bar that I happened to be at, I may have glanced up at the screen and said, "Oh, that's interesting. That's happening right now," and then moved on to whatever I was doing. But I am not even doing that anymore. Like, I'm actively avoiding TVs now if it's on. Like, I just don't care. Period. End of discussion. I'm out. OUT out. I don't care. No. Take it off my TV. I don't want it. Just name the roster, give the boys their bonus, and then I don't know, play I don't know, just give us honestly, Make it a freaking Madden tournament. Have the Pro Bowlers play in a Madden tournament. Put it up. Make it an esport tournament, and just have them play until there's a Madden champion. Make it a Twitch tournament or something. That'll probably be more entertaining than what the actual Pro Bowl is at this point. There you go. At this point, and then have the winner give them I don't know 50,000 to donate to their charity of choice or something. That's probably going to be more entertaining than what the Pro Bowl is right now, because I do not give a shit. I'm still not going to watch that, but maybe more people will watch an esports tournament or something. That's honestly that because I don't care. And I know that a lot of players do play like video games and stuff, so maybe they'll care about that. I don't know. There's an idea for the NFL. I don't, whatever.
Moving on.
Okay.
Wait, real quick. Not about the Pro Bowl, but your 49ers. Are you?
Yeah, I know. I was about to say that was what I was
Okay.
going to move on to. Was the Niners hired Raheem Morris?
Who should have never been hired, by the way.
Honestly,
die on the hill.
The Atlanta Falcons, they won their last 4 games. Those players in Atlanta, they loved Raheem Morris. They went to bat for him. They players really love him. He's a player's coach is what it sounds like. He's worked with Kyle Shanahan 3 different times in Washington, I believe, and then let's see, where else was it? It was let's see, I have it here. It was Atlanta before when they were in the Super Bowl. And then, God, I can't remember where else. Anyway, that part's not as important. But yeah, so it's Kyle Shanahan loves Raheem Morris so much that Kyle Shanahan spent a night in jail for him. Okay, that's how much Kyle Shanahan loves Raheem Morris. And the fact that this opportunity presented itself because Atlanta was a bunch of stupid dummy heads. This is great. And the story about Kyle Shanahan spending a night in jail, basically the long story short is cops had put Raheem Morris in a chokehold in what they later said was a case of mistaken identity. The identity was Raheem Morris was a black guy in Indianapolis at the combine, and Kyle Shanahan basically was trying to get the cops to trying to get him to stop putting his friend in a chokehold, and they basically charged him with drunk disorderly conduct or something, while drunk or something, whatever that was. So that was the long story short. Okay, so so here it is. Tampa Bay in 2004, Washington from 2012 to 2013, and then the Falcons from 2015 to 2016. That's where it is. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, they're going to get to work together again. The defensive numbers for Raheem Morris, they don't jump off the screen when you look at them. But the teams, they make timely plays. They weren't the numbers are middle of the pack. The team's never finished above 15th, I believe, in final numbers or defensive stats or whatever. They're kind of average, middle of the pack. But then they always seem to make timely plays. They make the big stop at the end of the play or whatever. So the end of the game, excuse me. So, this is a team that when the players are healthy, the Niners, that's a lot to ask for, but you get Bosa back, you're getting Fred Warner back. Both of those guys are going to be well rested going into next year. So there's an opportunity to have 2 top end players anchoring a defense that's going to have a lot of well rested, high end talented players. That are going to be augmented by more draft picks as well. So a chance to really, have his first shot at a top 10 defense is what I'm angling towards. He's going to have all the horses there and the possibility to do that if they can, stay healthy, assuming the Ohlone people's tribal ACLs don't, haunt us again.
Your electrical substation ACLs.
Yeah, no, it's that was disproven. It's truly because they built they built the stadium on top of the Ohlone people's tribal ACLs. That's what's happened. Anyway, so now
Disprove that one.
Yeah, can't disprove that one. They've done the science on the substation. They haven't done the science on the Indian burial ground. That's where I'm at with that. Anyway, so with that being said, I think it's time to move on to the Super Bowl. Here we are. It is the Patriots and the Seahawks. The Patriots, I believe, are officially the home team. That being said, doesn't matter for me because it sucks either way. It's in my team's home stadium. The game kicks off at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's on NBC for those of you that are watching on TV. Tyler, I believe you are picking the Seahawks to win this game. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm going to pick the Patriots just for our stupid little game. So that way I have a shot at winning the game, even though I don't think they're going to actually win the game. I'm just going to throw that out there. I believe the Seahawks will win this game, but for the purposes of our silly little pick'em game, I'm going to pick the Patriots. Sam, who do you have winning this game?
I got to go with my future head coach, man. Seahawks.
Yeah. So the official stance is all three of us believe the Seahawks are going to win, but I'm picking the Patriots for our little pick'em game just to have a shot at winning our silly little pick'em game. Okay.
At the end of today, Vegas believes that the Seahawks are going to win. The book closed today. Now it could change. The book closed today at the Seahawks favored at -4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 is what I saw. They also have it at a 45.5 point over under is what I saw as of a few hours ago. Do you have a final score, boys?
Ooh, what was the total? You said it was over under
45.5 is the over under. 45.5. Yeah.
I'll take 27-21.
Okay.
Seahawks.
27-21. Seattle. Okay. Sam, what about you?
I'll take Seattle 31-27.
Okay. And then for this, I'm actually gonna take the under on this, I think. So I'm gonna go 24 to 17 Seattle here on the Seattle winning on the final score, because this is something totally different here on the these are going to be all of our prop bets. Okay. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit here. So now I have that there. Okay. I don't care if it's cheating officially or not. I don't care because it doesn't really matter because nothing matters. All right. All right. So here we go for more prop bets. National anthem over or under 120 seconds. So 2-minute national anthem over or under.
Do we know who's singing it?
I don't remember.
I mean, that's kind of half the battle, right?
Right. Yeah. Somebody look that up. Is somebody going to cry during the national anthem?
Yes.
Yeah. That's an easy yes, isn't it?
Oh, it's Charlie Puth. He's singing it. That's going to be over 2 minutes.
Okay.
Perfect pitch Puth, as I call him, because he has perfect pitch.
All right. All right, I'll take the over. I'll join you on the over as well. Sam, what do you think? Over or under?
You know what? Just for changing it up, I'll take the under.
All right, sounds good. Okay, coin toss, heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails.
Always heads.
All right, Sam
Always
has tails. Tyler, you have tails? Oh no, you have
Always
heads.
heads.
You have heads. All right, so and then you know what? I'll take heads. All right.
It's always heads.
Okay, first commercial after kickoff.
In
Insurance.
What's that context?
All right, Sam, you have
It's anything. You can pick anything.
Insurance.
insurance. I'm going to take food or beverage. Yeah.
I heard Disney and Marvel spending a lot of money too.
So yeah, do you want to take like entertainment, Tyler?
Does tax fall under insurance?
Yeah, I would call that financial. Yeah, I'll call it financial. Yeah.
Okay. Because I think it's going to be a tax commercial, like a TurboTax or something along those stupid lines.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, which team scores first?
Seattle.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same wavelength there. You know what? I'll go different. I'll go New England just to be different there.
I gotta remember those picks when I write them down again.
Yeah, I'll send you guys a copy. Will a kicker hit the upright or the crossbar?
No.
It has not been windy. So I'm gonna go with no.
I'm also going no. All right. How many songs will Bad Bunny sing combined?
Do they have when I did this last year, they had like an average for most singers. Is there an average that we can go
No,
off
I
of?
don't have that. I didn't look up this stuff.
7.
Yeah, I want to say they range it between 8 to 12. So I'm gonna go right on that number of 9. I'm gonna go 9 songs.
I'm going 10.
Question though.
Yeah.
What if he brings a guest star and that guest star sings their own song that features that?
That was my next question. Will there be an additional guest?
Yes.
I think so too.
I think so too, but does that affect the total number of songs
Yes.
that Bad Bunny?
Yes, it will. It will affect the total number of songs.
Then I'm going to change my number to 8.
Okay. All right. Gatorade shower color. What colors is the Gatorade shower going to be?
Blue. If it's anything but blue, I'd be upset.
All right.
For both teams for this fact. Because both of them rock blue.
I'm gonna go orange. Just I'm gonna go
yellow.
Orange. You're gonna go yellow. All right.
It's like that yellow neon green looking one.
All right. Who's the MVP gonna thank first? I'm gonna pick Satan. No, I'm kidding. It's God. It's gonna thank God.
It's always God.
It's always God, isn't it? All right. And the winner, what Disney park are they gonna say they're going to? Is it gonna be Disney World or Disneyland?
So it used to be what region you were in, you would say, but now they all just say Disney World.
They always say Disney World. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Disney World.
Okay. All right. So there we go. There's your props.